What's up, aviators? Welcome back. We're finishing up the greatest guide ever series. We got one more body part to do, shoulders. So stay tuned. We're going to bring you the best shoulder guide ever. All right. Alright, so we're talking about shoulders today. Your shoulders got a lot of functions, y'all. They're made up of three muscles: front head, side head, rear head. A lot of functions. So side movement, front movement, rear movement, right? Those are all different movements of the shoulder. You also got your big compound movement, overhead press and upright rows. So we're going to obviously do them all. But first, we're going to start with a warm-up. I like to warm up all three heads of the shoulders. So right now we're hitting the side head, like so, just straight out to the side. Get some blood flowing into the joints there. Now let's go to the front for 10 to 20 when you're warming up. Just getting warm, warming the muscles up, warming the joints up, and then of course rear flies as well. So you're hitting your rear delts when you're doing rear flies. You hit your front delts when you're doing front raises. You hit your side delts when you're doing side raises. Alright, we're warmed up. Let's hit it with a big compound movement to get started. Alright, so we're warmed up. We're ready to rock and roll, right? So what's the number one exercise for shoulders? Dumbbell push press. You got it. If you watch my 5 best exercise series, you know dumbbell push press is the number one exercise for shoulders. You can put the most load on the shoulders and it's perfectly aligned with your shoulders. So biomechanically, it works best as well, right? Right. All right, so I'm doing strict right now. When you're doing your push press, you want to pop a little bit, get some momentum. Boom, push those weights up. You want to do a weight you can't do strict. So if you can do this, it's too light. Get heavier dumbbells. You have to use the momentum to press them up. Bam. Bam. If you can do a strict movement without that momentum, it's too light. Remember, you want to put the load on the shoulder. The bigger the load, the bigger the stress, the bigger the damage, the bigger the gains. So, this is your big compound movement to start. Get the heavy weights, press them up. Bring them down slow. Up. Down slow. Again. Make sure you're using heavier weights than you can press strictly. That's the whole point of push press. Alright. Big shoulders. Get your dumbbell push press on. Exercise 1, the best shoulder guide ever. Alright. After the push press, we're going to go right to side delts, y'all. You want big wide shoulders? Work your side delts. They're going to make you go this way, right? Alright, so Camille did this video a long time ago. We're going to do heavy partials followed by light strict movements, right? We got this right from the mountain dog. The idea is to go super heavy on your partials here, right? Lift them up as high as you can, pause, and then back down slow. If you can get these weights all the way up, they're way too light. We're doing partial reps here, not full reps. Partial. So lift the heavy weights. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Get them up as high as you can. Pause for a second. Back down. And then immediately go to your lighter weights and do full range of motion. Nice and strict. Squeeze here. Bring them down slow. Up. Don't go to dead space. So stop here. If you go all the way down, you're rested. We don't want to rest. We want gains. So do your heavy partials, followed immediately by strict, light dumbbell side raises. Man, you want to talk about a burner, baby. Holy smokes. It's burning like crazy right now. All right. Exercise 2 on your greatest shoulder guide ever. heavy partial side raises, followed by strict light side raises. All right, stay tuned. You know we got some more side raises. We're going to go to rear delts. We got another superset, right? We're going to do supported hammer grip, so thumbs facing each other, raises, superset with unsupported traditional raises. So check it out. This is what it looks like. You can go a little bit heavier on your hammer grip ones, your thumbs face each other. Put your forehead on the bench, raise them up, squeeze the rear delt, bring them down slow. Squeeze your rear delt, bring them down slow. You want to keep that rear delt engaged the whole time. So when you're lowering the weight, make sure your rear delt stays engaged, right? Right. So super heavy, 6 to 10 reps there. Then immediately go to unsupported with your lighter weight and hit another 10 here. Again, good squeeze here and keep the rear delt engaged throughout the whole process. Don't just drop the weight. Come up, squeeze, keep the rear delt engaged. Come up, squeeze, down slow. Alright, I can feel the hammer grip ones actually a little bit more than I can with traditional. So try them out. Your best bet is superset like I just did. But if you feel the hammer grip version more and you only want to do one, do the hammer grip version. Both are great, but if you got to pick one, I got to give it to the hammer grip version. Alright, we got a front delt coming. Alright, after the rear delts, we're going to front delts. You're going to read and you're going to see a lot of people say, don't worry about doing front delts, you get enough front delt work when you're doing bench. This is true. However, big mistake to neglect your front delts. It's a great muscle, it looks great, and if you're missing it, it's a big miss. So give your front delts some love. Yes, they need more than just bench press to make them grow. Alright, one of my favorite front delt exercises, single dumbbell front raise. So like so, straight up, straight down. Squeeze your delt at the top there, straight up and straight down. Move from the side here, just like so. Squeeze your front delt right here, and then bring it down slow. Same thing with the rear delt. Make sure you keep your muscle engaged when you're lowering the weight. Don't just drop it, right? Right. Alright, we're here to make muscles, we're here to work the muscles. So, keep the muscle engaged during the negative portion of the rep. Come up slow and smooth. Squeeze at the top, and then back down, nice and smooth. Just like so. This is a two-handed raise, so you can do some pretty good weight. 6 to 10 reps. Again, if you can get 10 reps, too light. Go heavier. Stay tuned, we got a compound coming up, compound exercise. After the front raises, we're going to go to a compound movement. We're getting close to the end, y'all. We hit overhead press. We hit a superset isolation on the side raises. We hit a superset isolation on the rear delts. And then we did a front delt exercise. Now we got a big compound movement, upright rows with the dumbbells. Hits all 3 heads. Also overhead press hits all 3 heads. So we're not isolating now, it's a big compound movement. It's going to hit all 3 heads of delts. Upright rows, come up, squeeze your shoulders here, and then back down. Nice, slow and controlled. If you have any shoulder impingement problems, don't do upright rows. Scratch this off the list and just go right to the next one. If you don't have any issues, rock and roll. I've been doing these for 20 years, haven't had an issue yet. So that's what it looks like from the front, from the side, right here. Up and squeeze, bring it down nice and slow, keep the shoulder engaged, right? Right. So it's a big compound move. So make sure you're loading up your weights on your big compound movements, right? Alright, you can stop right there, and that's a fantastic shoulder workout. Don't worry if you got to tap out and say I've had enough. That's it. You just did a great shoulder workout. For advanced, medium, and advanced athletes, I got a finisher for you. It's the burnout, baby. I like to finish shoulders with a burnout, so we're going to do up and down the river is what I call it. So it's going to be upset and then a downset. We're going to do all side raises, starting with the light weights, moving up to heavier, beginner, and then back down to light. Boom. Get your burnout on. So the light weights are pretty easy to start with. You can see. But believe me, it's at the end of your workout. It doesn't take much to burn them out, especially at the end of your workout now. Remember, no dead space. So we're burning them out. You want to keep constant tension, so don't stop here. I'm sorry, stop here. Don't stop here. So you keep your tension on your shoulders, right? Right. All right, I think that's 10. We're going up one more time. Each one of these has gotten heavier, and man, they are burning, let me tell you. I know this is high rep, but it is a burner. You want to pump, you want a burner, holy smokes. All right, so we went up to the heavyweight, now we're coming back down. Again, you're smoked, you're just burning these muscles out, giving it all you got before you tap out and go home, right? Right. All right, I think that was 10. All right, I'm back down to the 5-pounders, and this is burning. It is burning those side delts like crazy, right? After a whole shoulder workout, you come and do these burners, man, you are gonna feel it. All right, whew. What a finisher, baby. Remember, that's only for advanced and medium athletes. If you're a beginner, don't worry about the burnout. Just do the rest of the workout. That wraps up our greatest guide ever series, y'all. Thanks for staying tuned for all of them. We just finished the shoulder guide here. So we're going to recap real quick. After you warm up, start with push press, dumbbell push presses. The dumbbells put you in perfect alignment with your shoulders. And remember, go heavy. If you can lift the weight strictly, you're too light. That's the point of the push press. You got to get that momentum to push them up, right? Hey. All right, you want side delts, right? Because if you want to grow this way, big wide shoulders look big, right? So we followed the push press with superset side raises. We did the heavy partials and then the strict full range of motion. Right? All right. All right. Follow that up with rear delt. We did head supported hammer grip raises. Followed that up with strict regular rear raises, right? Right. And then we did a front delt. We did the single dumbbell front raise here. One of my favorites for front delts, by the way. I love it. Remember, use the 2 hands, 1 dumbbell, so you can go pretty heavy on that. Right? So we isolated all 3 heads there. We did side raises, rear raises, front raises. We started with a big compound movement that hits all 3 heads. And then after the 3 isolations, we're going back to a compound movement with the upright rows. Work all 3 heads of the delts. Right? Alright? Again, big compound movement. Make sure you're getting big weights. If you have shoulder issues on upright rows, don't do them. I've never had an issue. I do big heavyweight upright rows. I love them. If you don't have the issue, make sure you do them. Alright, that is the workout if you're a beginner. If you're an advanced athlete, go ahead and do the burnout at the end. It's an upset followed by a drop set. So go on and get it. Burn them out. If you make it through that, believe me, your shoulders will be toast, right? Right. Alright, thanks again for staying tuned. For more videos like this, check out our shoulder playlist, 88 Fitness. Like and subscribe.